So I'm Joanne Fitzpatrick. I am the head of programming in PeacePlayers Northern Ireland. I've been working for PeacePlayers for 17 years and recently took on the role of project manager for the Stevens Initiative work. The goal of the project really is creating a global movement for virtual connection and really leaning into the fact that we have so many great participants and coaches from across all our sites, South Africa, United States, Northern Ireland, Middle East, and finding a way to bring them together online to enhance their learning and to bring forward that lens of youth empowerment. The hope is then to create this online learning hub that we can share the content out with other organisations, external partners, and reach a bigger audience globally, so that more people can benefit from the content that's created by our PeacePlayer staff and our partner organisations. I think we've all found the value of bringing our young people together in person at PeacePlayer so that they can learn about each other's lives, each other's cultures, and benefit from that exposure to such a diverse range of backgrounds. It's not always possible to get together every week, so to have a virtual space, to have an online program for our young people allows more of our participants, more of our external partners to connect in a way that they may not have the opportunity to otherwise. I think Stevens Initiative has given us a great opportunity to create and do this online connection work and building that virtual connection between our PeacePlayer sites. There's this sort of shared will and a shared goal of creating these opportunities for global connection between young people, between our coaches, and the fact that we've had this great support from Stevens Initiative to do this work, it just makes our mission a little bit more possible. I think kids are definitely pushed out of their comfort zone a little bit when it comes to this online learning. When we're on these calls and we're covering brand new topics, because that's what we wanted Stevens Initiative to be. We wanted to pick topics that are related to the work that we do, but new and fresh content so that kids are more enticed, coaches are more intrigued, and they want to come on and learn more about these new fresh topics that can benefit their work or can benefit them as individuals. And so when we're asking people about self-determination theory or mental health, where they've maybe never had exposure to the content before, they're very much put into this space of, yes, I'm online, I'm in my own bedroom, is my room tidy, is my house tidy? But also then having to speak to a topic that I don't have experience in takes people out of their comfort zone. But the great thing for us is that we've had an amazing set of facilitators that can make sure people feel comfortable and that it's a safe space to volunteer their ignorance, to learn from each other, and to really nail down on what is this content, how does this apply to my life, and how can I pay it forward, and how can I take this new knowledge and experience of hearing from other people's perspectives from different countries and let it live into my life a bit more. So when we were building out the content for these virtual sessions, we recognise that we are experts in certain fields, but equally that if we wanted to branch out into these new topics, it would be great to learn from people that are truly experts in these fields and how we can PeacePlayerify the content. So we reached out and we found partners from different universities in the US, from different organisations that are doing this work and doing it well, that have the theory, that have the education behind it, so that they can share that with us alongside our PeacePlayer staff, who can then create something that really means something to our PeacePlayers participants, to our PeacePlayers coaches, that can be applied to our programs. But equally recognising that there are some topics where we are the experts, and in that case it is looking at who is doing this the best in our PeacePlayer site. So we have a gamification session coming up where we recognise we do gamification pretty well in our definition of it, where we're doing this in person, we're turning topics into games and activities and making learning fun. That's where we really lean into our expertise. I hope they leave not only with knowledge and experience of brand new topics, but that they've also made those connections with other Peace Players participants in other sites. For them to start building up those relationships and feeling more comfortable, that's a huge goal of this, that people and participants in particular feel like they're part of something bigger. You're not just XYZ from United States, from South Africa, from Middle East. You are part of this Peace Players global virtual program